Good morning or afternoon. Thank you for joining us today for Vision 33's webinar, What is the Best Inventory Valuation Method for My Business? So I would like to welcome our guest speaker, Mark Hughes, today. Mark is an ERP subject matter expert, and he has more than 20 years of ERP experience, especially working with small to mid-sized businesses. He has successfully helped hundreds of growing businesses better manage their inventory for better profits and efficiencies. And today he's going to share some of his best tips with us. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Sarah. Welcome everybody from wherever you are. So really quick today, we're going to do 20 minutes on different types of inventory valuation methods, which ones are, or the benefits and some of the disadvantages of a number of them, and then with a takeaway at the end for you in terms of an analysis sheet you can take and look at your businesses to give you some ideas. Before we even get into different types of inventory valuation, I want to just talk really at a very high level about two different concepts really, and those are either perpetual or periodic inventory, and again going to depend on the systems you're using, but a perpetual inventory, which I guess most of you will be using and thinking about using, is one where inventory transactions in your systems affect both the stock levels and value. So entries are automatically created into the ledger system on transactions, on inventory transactions, whether they be increase or decrease inventory. You can run in a periodic type inventory methodology, i.e. non-perpetual, and in that case your systems will typically manage your stock level still, because it's critical you know what stock you have, but won't have an immediate effect on stock valuation. So typically you would manually key journals into the general ledger at certain periods in time. For the purposes of this webinar today, we are going to talk exclusively about perpetual inventory, but as I say, did think it was worth talking about periodic. And just before we move away from that, as I already mentioned, not revalued on every inventory release or receipt, but there are certain countries that use periodic inventory by default. So if you're in Germany, Israel, Panama, South Africa, for example, that would be the norm. And most ERP systems will deal with periodic inventory. Typically when you set the system up at the very beginning, you need to say that you're using periodic inventory. It's not something you can change to. You can change from periodic to perpetual if you want to go the other way. So decision that you do need to make up front, but we're not going to talk about that in this webinar today.